Hey everybody, welcome back to the Light Side Music Reactions. We have been reacting in the last week to the winners' requests of those that submitted entries into our 500 subscriber special contest. And we're going to take a break from that just for today to react to a song from Ozzy Osbourne. For those of you that aren't familiar, Ozzy Osbourne was the lead singer for Black Sabbath back in the 70s. And then in the 80s, after he was fired from the band for his issues that he had at the time with drugs and alcohol, he ended up going solo and had an extensive career since then. But he passed away on July 22nd. So today we're going to react to a song that he did in his final concert. Black Sabbath debuted in 1968, where he was the lead singer. And they produced several albums together. And then, of course, in 1979, he left the band. And in 1980, began his solo career. He sold over 100 million albums, including his solo work and with Black Sabbath. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Black Sabbath in 2006. And in 2024, he was inducted as a solo artist. He was also inducted into the UK Music Hall of Fame with Black Sabbath and also as a solo artist. He was honored with stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the Birmingham Walk of Stars. At the 2014 MTV Europe Music Awards, he received the Global Icon Award. And in 2015, he received the Ivor Novello Award for Lifetime Achievement from the British Academy of Songwriters, Composers, and Authors. So the songs that he's famous for, solo and with Black Sabbath, include Paranoid, Crazy Train, War Pigs, No More Tears, Iron Man, Mama, I'm Coming Home, which is the one we're reacting to today, Close My Eyes Forever with Lita Ford in 1988, great song, and a bunch of others. And so the song we're reacting to today, Mama, I'm Coming Home, was originally released in 1991 on his album No More Tears. It was written with guitarist Zakk Wylde and Lemmy Kilmister of Motorhead. And, of course, everybody just knows him just as Lemmy from Motorhead. But, I saw an interview with Ozzy at one point. He was criticized a lot by Christian organizations for his onstage persona, as the Prince of Darkness is the name that he was coined as calling himself. He said that was just his stage persona. It was an act. He was not actually a Satanist. In fact, he was a Christian, he claimed, and prayed before every concert. And so as a Christian, it's not up to me to judge somebody else's salvation or their character. You just judge them by the fruits and then go from there. But if he claims he was a Christian, I'm just going to go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt, because only God knows his soul. It's between him and God. And I pray that he was a Christian, that he was saved, and that he's home with God right now with Jesus. But anyway, the song we're reacting to is Mama, I'm Coming Home. And we're not going to react to the original studio recording, but the actual live version from his final concert. This was from the Back to the Basics, or no, Back to the Beginning concert on July 5th, 2025. So this is less than a month before he passed away. And of course, he was fighting Parkinson's disease, plus, the years of drug and alcohol addiction and stuff like that. So he's had a long, rocky, hard life. And, it eventually caught up with him, as it does with us all. And so let's go ahead today. We're reacting to Ozzy Osbourne's final performance of Mama, I'm Coming Home from July 5th, 2025. And there's a link in the description to the full concert that's on YouTube. And you can check out the entire concert, and this song is part of it. Okay, I'm going to let this car go by, and then we're going to go ahead and start the video. Okay, from July 5th, 2025, 3, 2, 1. Okay, he's famous for being sort of a mush mouth. You can't understand half of what he says. Okay, so he's talking about how he's been sick lately, under the weather, and he feels great to be back on stage. It's great for any artist to close out their career with a big final performance before they pass on. Audience is singing along. All right, this is sad to hear. You know, he's singing his heart out and he's enjoying being on the stage one last time, but you can hear in his voice, you know, the pain that he's having just trying to sing. He's flat, very flat on it, not just by just a little bit, but he's very, very flat on this, and so you can tell he's been sick lately. He's been ill and he's on his last legs. But he's really singing his heart out here. Let's take a look at the lyrics. Times have changed and times are strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Mama, I'm coming home. Times go by, seems to me, you could have been a better friend to me. Mama, I'm coming home. So here he's talking to, I assume it's literally his mother. You know, a lot of times people refer to their significant other as mama. Or, you know, a woman might call her husband daddy or papa or something like that, you know, on behalf of the kids sort of thing. But I'm assuming that this is to his own mother. Times have changed, times are strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. So apparently they've had a hard relationship. He even says here, times go by, it seems to me you could have been a better friend to me. And so he's had a strained relationship apparently with his mother. And maybe they've been separated for some time, but now he's come back home. Times have changed, and things aren't the same as they used to be. And so maybe he's trying to make a change in his life. If this is autobiographical, it might refer to his issues with alcohol and substance abuse, and say, I've been through all this, but I'm trying to turn my life around. And Mama, I'm coming home. I want to make things right. You know, times it seems to me you could have been a better friend to me. He's acknowledging that, there's been mistakes made on his part and on her part too, but he wants to set things right. So he's coming home to do that. You took me in and you drove me out. Yeah, you had me hypnotized, lost and found and turned around by the fire in your eyes. So now this section makes me think that he's not talking to his mother, but to the woman that he's in a romantic relationship with. He was hypnotized by the fire in her eyes. He was lost and she found him, drew him in, and became a lifesaver in many ways to him. And so they've had their ups and downs through the years, and she took him in, then drove him out. Maybe it was one of those situations where, she saw his drug and alcohol use and said, I can't handle this anymore. You got to go. And so she drove him out. But then lost and found and turned around by the fire in your eyes. And so maybe that was part of what drew him back to wanting to get on the straight and narrow and make things right. You made me cry, you told me lies, but I can't stand to say goodbye. So once again, it's not all his fault. Just in any relationship, whenever there's ups and downs, it's never one-sided. There's always mistakes done by both parties. And if you can acknowledge that and work through them, both of you can acknowledge that, then a lot of times you can correct the mistakes that were made, or at least recover from them. I could be right, I could be wrong. It hurts so bad, it's been so long. And so he's acknowledging once again that, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm more at fault than I recognize, but let's talk through it. And it's been so long, I want to come home and I want to make it right. So Mama, I'm coming home. Selfish love, yeah, we're both alone, the ride before the fall. So selfish love, once again acknowledging the fact in relationships that it has to be built on love. And I'm talking about true love, not just love that's selfish, based on, just a physical attraction or on lust, but on true love for each other, where you don't just give 50-50 like a lot of people say, but I give 100% and you give 100% back. Therefore, we're both putting 100% into it. Because I said on a recent video, 50-50 doesn't work. If I give only 50% and you give 50%, that adds up to 100 with basic math. But when it comes to relationships, that doesn't work. If I give 50% and you give 50%, we're still only giving 50%. You have to give 100. I give 100 and you give 100, and then that balances out to we're both giving 100%. So the selfish love, because of that they weren't both willing to give 100%, that they found they were both alone. That was the ride before the fall. And so their relationship fell apart. Despite the fire in her eyes attracted him physically and drew him in. And it was exciting when you have a ride like that. But the ride is a roller coaster, and eventually it crashes and burns. I'm going to have to take this heart of stone. I've just got to have it all. And so maybe with all the fault that they've both done, the mistakes they've both made, he started out perhaps with a heart of flesh, and then over time it became a heart of stone. His heart was hardened. And he basically can't love honestly the way he was in the very beginning when they started the relationship. And he's wanting to get back to that. I'm going to take this heart of stone. I just got to have it all. I've seen your face 100 times every day we've been apart. And I don't care about the sunshine, yeah, because Mama, I'm coming home. So I don't care about the sunshine. Maybe he feels like he's in darkness when he's with her, but he loves her so much he can't be without her, and he's willing to give up the sunshine that the rest of his life gives him if he can have just that little bit of light that he can find in their relationship. And how many times have we been through something like that? You're drawn into a toxic relationship that is not really healthy for you, but you just can't give up the positive things from that. And that comes with the substance abuse as well. When you get into a situation like that, it's addictive, and it draws you in to this self-destructive lifestyle because you're willing to give up the sunshine in your life, the things that make you healthy and prosperous and happy and joyful, because of the temporary pleasures that you get from whatever it may be, a relationship, substances, whatever it is that you abuse in your life that isn't fulfilling long term. You took me in and you drove me out, etc., etc. Okay, let's go ahead and get back into it. The band's doing very well, doing very good. It's that classic lead, just like on the original recording. I'm hypnotized. That's a pretty guitar. All right. And that's it. Ozzy Osbourne's final performance on... Let the traffic go by real quick. His final performance, July 5th, 2025. Passed away July 22nd, age 76. So rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Mama, I'm coming home. And so, just a prayer for his family, condolences at this time of loss for all of his fans out there. And, great song, one of his better songs, in my opinion, one of the best ones. I love the original. Go ahead and check out this video in the link in the description to his final performance, and you can check it out with me interrupting and talking over it. You can see the entire video of the entire concert. And so, thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, today's Monday. On Wednesday, we'll get back into doing our reactions to the song requests that came in for our 500 subscriber special. And when we're done with those, we will get to the rest of you guys' requests that you submitted to me that was not part of that contest. So if you have a song that you'd like me to react to, go ahead and comment down in the comments section. Name the song title and the artist. And it could be any genre, any artist. I like to react to music of many different varieties. Kind of broaden all of our horizons together. And so thank you guys for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you know whenever we add new content. And if you enjoyed this reaction, hit the like button and share it with your friends. Let's see how soon we can reach 1,000 subscribers. And when we hit our next milestone, we'll have another contest, give away some more prizes, maybe some more gift cards. And we'll see you next time on the Light Side Music Reactions. Thanks for watching and have a great day. God bless everybody. Bye.